in our continuing effort to be as intrusive and as annoying as possible. We are the media, after all. We're going to call Remi Garza, the elections administrator of Cameron County, on this one of the busiest mornings of the year. And we're taking away precious few minutes away from Remi. Remi, thanks for your time this morning. How are you, pal?
I'm fine. Thank you guys for letting us have a minute of your time to remind the voters.
You bet, my man. So as folks, polls open up at 7. They close at 7 to 7. So what do they need to take with them to go vote today?
Well, they need to take their photo ID, usually a driver's license or passport or military ID. There's 7 that are acceptable in the state of Texas to use as your photo ID. That's one place.
They all need to be important. They all need to be valid. They cannot be expired. All these documents that you're showing, they must be valid.
They have to be valid within the last 60 days. So if it expired before January 1st, then it won't be usable.
Okay, that's a very good point. For today, Democrats have their own election. Republicans have their own election. The parties have split. We're making a big deal of this, but a lot of working people don't seem to understand that, and it's okay. I mean, they got other stuff to worry about, but they want to participate in the election. It's important for them to know when they go to the polling location, they have to declare whether they're voting Democrat or Republican. A lot of folks still need to wrap their minds around that.
Yeah, and actually the 30 locations that the Republicans have are located at the same location that the Democrats are at. So it should be pretty easy for people to find the right primary to participate in. There are 5 that the Republicans have that are separate than the Democrats, and then, of course, the remaining 40 for the Democrats are on their own.
Remi Garza is the elections administrator for Cameron County, our guest on 710 KURV.
Yeah, Remi, Tim Sullivan here. Any problems that you can foresee happening on this very busy day, and what contingencies are in place to, ward off any of those potential problems?
Well, we certainly ask the voters bring their patience. We do have, over 400 individuals who are taking time out of their day to open up these polls and to help them cast their ballots. And also, if I heard the weather forecast correct, there could be a little storm in the future, so get to the polls as early as you can so you don't have to worry about getting wet.
How many people do you estimate that you have working this primary election day at the elections office, the polling places, whatever?
Yeah, we gear up. We go from a staff of 9 to approximately a staff of, almost 500, given the number of polling locations that are up. Granted, a good chunk of them only work from, 6 a.m. when they're trying to get their polls open to about 8 o'clock at night when they get the results. But, it's a whole lot of people that are out there trying to make this happen for the public.
All polling place information, all election information, that's all up on your website?
Yeah, we've got it on the website. There's some of the newspapers that published it, and if not, they can call us here at the office.
What are some of the more common questions that you get as people call you today?
People are looking for their polling locations and to make sure, because when you consolidate some of the precincts, they're not really sure which location to go to. If they call our office, we'll get them to the right place.
Have those precinct locales, have some of them shifted? Have some of those chairs moved around?
We've used the polling locations that were used during the November general election, and then there were some consolidations that the Republicans party did, because they go from obviously about 70 locations down to about 30, so they do a little more consolidating than usual. But we have posted signs at each one of those locations that were used in 2014 to redirect people.
Remi Garza, the elections administrator from Cameron County, joining us on 710 KURV. Polls open in 10 minutes. Polls will open in 10 minutes, people. And I'm sure you're expecting a very, very busy election day, Remi, because after all, you did have a busier than normal early vote.
Yeah, we certainly did. We're expecting at least to have another 15 to 20,000 people cast their ballots today between the two parties.
Did you set an early vote record, Remi, Cameron County?
The Republican Party certainly did. They had almost 2,000 more votes than they've ever had in an early voting portion of a primary. The Democrats were, above average, but not their high water mark.
All right, Remi. Anything else that we missed that people need to know as they get ready to vote today?
Just have that photo ID, and if there's a line, please be patient with us. We'll get you processed as quickly as we can.
All right, my man. Remi, thank you much. Good luck today. Remi Garza, Elections Administrator, Cameron County, joining us on 710 KURV.